In this video, we are going to discuss about the options menu in the packet tracer and how we navigate through this options menu and how this options menu is used to have a helpful hand in the packet tracer navigation. We will be looking into practically.
So under options menu, you can select this preferences tab, or you can press Ctrl plus R to open this preferences tab, and under preferences tab you can see about the interface details. So this is customize user experience also, and you can see you can show animation, you can play sound, and you can show device model labels, you can show device name labels. Also you can always show port labels in logical workspace and disable auto cable, use metric system, that means uncheck if this is used as imperial, and you can see here show link lights, play telephony sounds, show QoS, that is quality standards stamps on packets, show port labels when mouse over in logical workspace, and also you can see enable cable length effects, use CLI as device default tab, and also show cable information pop up in the physical workspace. So this is the customized user experience. So based on this available options, you can enable and disable sound, animations, as well as the labels of the models, the labels of the names of the devices, as well as you can also enable or play telephony sound, etc. So and also coming to this logging section, and when you check this enable logging, so that it will capture all the iOS commands whichever you type in the CLI mode in the router or a switch, and they are automatically saved and logged, so that you can export that log file by clicking on this export log. You can name that file and you can save it in .txt format, and when you click on save, it will automatically save the document in the preferred location. So coming to this translator, by default the Cisco will have this translator in the English language. So you can change language by clicking on here. So you can see this, the language will be changed the next time you start this application. So this is how this interface tab will be useful to customize the options of the Cisco packet tracer. So coming to administrative tab, you can set a password, and enable and disable password also available here in this section. So coming to interface locking, you can click this to disable access to particular interface and also to check the corresponding checkbox. So if you click on this thing, interface tab, it will be disabled to access it. And also you can see about the hide bar also. That means you see here these under the preferences you have all these available options or attributes. So when you click on this, it will disable the interface tab, and if you click on this, it will disable the hide tab. And in the same way about the custom interfaces as well as miscellaneous tab also will be disabled when you check the following. And also you can see here that write options to PT installed folder. So what is this PT installed folder? PT installed folder is nothing but packet tracer install folder. That means this is the folder details. So here, so when you try to install the folder here, so whenever you try to write the options, it will directly write the options into the install folder only, so that whoever is trying to connect to the packet tracer or whoever is logging into the packet tracer, everyone will be having a global configuration on it about the editions of the install folder here. So the user folder is nothing but where the Cisco packet tracer is installed. So that Cisco packet tracer folder is called as user folder. You can change this folder by clicking on this browse option, and you can save or select the folder here. So this is about the administrative tab. Coming to the hide tab, so you can also use this as customizing user experience by hiding the physical tabs, hiding all devices configuration tab, CLI tab, switch configuration or switch CLI tab, services tab, desktop tab, GUI tab, attributes tab, wireless or cellular connection tab, and also legacy equipment tab. So coming to, if you see, there are two options already selected, which are show wireless grid fill wireless grid with pattern. So these are default selected things, so that if you want to customize this, you can select any of the others, so that it clearly gives an idea of how to hide the tabs here. So coming to the font tab, here you can see that this packet traces font tab is 8 points, and you can see coming to the dialog CLI, it's Courier New. That means this is the font selected for the CLI in the device attributes tab. So coming to workspace wizard, workspace is selected as Verdana, and activity wizard is selected as also as Verdana. And you can see about the colors, router iOS text is in black, router iOS background is in white, and you see that PC console text is in white and PC console background is in black. So if you can change any of the one, and you can, if you apply it, it will apply to the selected colors, as well as you can reset it if you don't require. So this is about the font tab. Coming to the miscellaneous tab, you can see here clearly the first section shows you about simulation buffer full action. So it is asking here auto clear event list, auto view previous events, and prompt. So it is better to select prompt, because in that situation, in that particular situation, so prompting means it will give you an option of auto view or auto clear. So that's the reason it is better to prompt rather than to select any of the one by default. Coming to the next section, which is simulation buffer behavior. So nothing is selected here because buffer filtered events only cannot be shown. Everything which is buffered, the behavior of the simulation also should be shown here. Coming to the next section, which is accessibility. If you see enhance screen reader support, only enhancing screen reader support is not required. We need the accessibility of entire simulation, so we don't select anything here. Coming to interface, interface show device dialog taskbar. So it is not selected because it wants the entire interface to be shown. So coming to the external network access, so enable external network access for device scripts, not only for the device scripts, so but from other sources also we need the external network access also, so that we did not select or enable this one. Coming to proxy settings, these proxy settings take effect for all the network connections except for multi-user. So you see the proxy type, when you select, you can see they are auto detect, SOX 5 no proxy, HTTP proxy, HTTP caching proxy, FTP caching proxy. So these are the available types in the proxy types. Coming to URL and also username, and applying proxy here, so that this proxy settings will be only useful for the multi-user. This is about the miscellaneous tab. Coming to the customer interface tab, you can see all the details here about the custom interfaces. You can see device and you can see custom interface. Devices, you see the new devices here. The new devices are router, nothing is selected, switch, nothing is selected, multi-layer switch, bridge, hub, nothing is selected till wireless router. Coming to the PC, it is selected as Netcat Cisco Packet Tracer Software .htm, and also laptop and server also is selected the Netcat, because Netcat is Network Academy of the Cisco, so that this is under a guest license for the Cisco Packet Tracer. So it comes PC, laptop and server comes under this custom interface. So the same way, if you see for printer, iPhone, home, VoIP, analog phone and TV, none is selected because we are not connected to any of the one. But coming to here, tablet, PC, smartphone, wireless end device and wireless end device, these are the again custom interfaces, so that these are available, so we can use this option also. So this is about the custom interfaces and the devices related to it. Coming to publishers, you can see X apps, script modules and PKA, PKT and PKZ files signed with a certificate in the trusted publishers will be imported or opened automatically. So the same files signed with the certificate in the untrusted publishers will be blocked. So this is about the Cisco Network Academy licenses, and you can see effective date from 7/4/2015 to expiry date is 2020, and also the serial number is given clearly for this Cisco Network Academy Packet Tracer. So here the publishers will be publishing the trusted publishers and will be blocking the untrusted publishers here. And you can add and remove untrusted publishers here. This one is a trusted publisher. We also has an expiration date as 2020, so no problem. So coming to the next tab about image cleanup. So if you have any image saved for the network topology or any data regarding to the network topology or a cluster, you can clean up using this if you don't want. So you can see the options here: remove, type, size and image. So images here are saved in the packet tracer file, and delete the image if you don't no longer use it to reduce the file size. So obviously images here which are saved, they are saved in the packet tracer folder where exactly it is installed in a PKZ or PTZ file. So if you don't use or no longer it is required, you can delete it to reduce the file size of the packet tracer file. So this is about the options menu. Under options menu, preferences. Under preferences, these are the various tabs available to customize the packet tracer so that it will be useful to have the customization. So this is the video of how to customize packet tracer options and what are their uses.